Hi everyone. Sorry about that slight delay. There was a technical problem at this end, mainly on the sound. But anyway, I hope you can hear me okay now. Well, this is my last broadcast from Sweden, because tomorrow morning I shall be heading south towards Copenhagen. It's been an interesting visit. Unfortunately, the rain did curtail me from seeing much more. But I did manage to get out today and do some filming, which I enjoyed very much along by the waterfront and at the city hall, where I gave you my lampooning of the tourists at lunchtime. But it's, well, this part of the city, I can't talk about the rest of the city, but this part of the city is actually quite pleasant. And if only the weather were better, then I really would enjoy it, I'm sure. I would have liked to have gone on a city tour or on the river, but I tell you what, it wasn't possible. So here I am for the last time in Sweden. I'm going to have a little meal later, and then I'm going to bed and have to get up early in the morning. So it's very interesting, you know, walking around Stockholm. It's really no different from walking around any other city, anywhere, or any town, anywhere in Europe. It's exactly the same. People seem to look the same. People are rushing from here to there. And of course, the one thing that dominates their lives is the mobile phone, and that's everywhere. There seems to be a sharp American presence here, because I saw a kind of restaurant called the Bostonians, and it was full of Americans and a lot of backpackers. I think there's a lot of backpacking going on here. The one thing that strikes one immediately when you come to Sweden, or to Norway really, and I guess Denmark as well, is the clean living, dare I say it, the clean living, the absolute obsession for organic food. Everything is done organically, or nearly everything. Even at breakfast, you know, there's organic jam, there's organic tea, there's organic this, that, and the other. And it is quite extraordinary. I took no notice of any of it. I just did my usual thing of dipping into everything that's bad for me. But, and also cycling. Cycling plays a great part in the life of Stockholm. There are lots of cycle lanes. Walking down by the river, I noticed that there's a lane specifically for families, for mum and dad and children, and also cycle lanes. And there's a lot of running going along by the river, a lot of jogging. I remember I used to do that in New York. Couldn't do it now. But it was interesting to see. So there's not a great deal of difference between countries, except this organic thing, which is really very prevalent here. And as you walk around Stockholm, you get the feeling that it is a thriving metropolis. There's no question of that. And I asked one of the lads at the hotel what the weather was like in the winter, and he said, well, we have a lot of snow. And it really goes on for quite a long time. I remember a marvelous film with Greta Garbo, here we go, my film thing again, called Queen Christina. And although I'm sure it wasn't made in Sweden, I remember seeing practically every scene in the film. It seemed to have been shot in the winter. And every scene in the film had a heavy snow, and snow played a great part in the production of the film. And Bergman, Ingmar Bergman's films are the same. So it is, I wouldn't want to live here because of that. I couldn't cope with the weather. But it's a very affluent city. You can see that the moment you arrive here. There's a lot of money around. It's very expensive. I think I'm right in saying that Sweden is one of the most expensive countries in Europe. So I dread to think what my bank balance is going to look like when I get home. But so far, it's been worth it. And now I look forward to seeing the. I've seen now all three Scandinavian countries. I've seen Oslo, the capital of Norway. I've seen now Stockholm, the capital of Sweden. And tomorrow I shall see Copenhagen, the capital of Denmark, the three Scandinavian cities. And I'm particularly looking forward to going over that marvelous bridge, which featured so prominently in the series that was shown on BBC4 called The Bridge. The bridge that spans between Malmö in Sweden and Copenhagen in Denmark. That wonderful psychological thriller that was on, and it's been seen 2 or 3 times, and I think they're still doing series. And it's a very long bridge. And if you remember in the series, it opens with finding a dead body, a murdered body on the bridge. So if you get a chance to see that series, do see it, because it really is a magnificent series. And I'm told that it's been shown in over 100 countries. So I'm looking forward to seeing the bridge in person tomorrow, and I'll let you know what it's like. So there's not much more I can tell you. I'm going to settle in for the evening after I've had my dinner, my supper, and I might even watch a film on YouTube. There's fascinating news for you. And the next time I speak to you, I hope it will be at 2 o'clock tomorrow, but I've got a long journey ahead of me. It's about 6 or 7 hours from here from Stockholm to Copenhagen. So I may not get on at 2 o'clock, but I'll do my very best. I don't want to rush, because now I'm on the last stages of my trip. I don't want to have anything go wrong. So I'll start a broadcast as and when I can. And if I'm late, well, I hope you'll be patient with me and understand. So it's been nice being with you again. Don't forget, I've always said to you, I don't know if I've said it to you before, if you have any questions, please fire them at me. I mean, you've got a chance to do so on YouTube, or you can send me a WhatsApp, or you can send me an email. Just look at my website and you'll see the address for the webmail or my email. It's quite simple. So if you have any questions at all about anything, and particularly about why I'm here, which is for our guys, and I'll keep on plugging away at that. Remember, I'm doing this for those marvelous guys. It's said that I have inspired everybody because of my age and being here. I feel it's the other way around. They've inspired us. They've inspired me. They've inspired me to try to help them. And I do so want to help them. I want to get as much money in as I can. Come on, Doctor Who fans, you're not pulling your weight. And I wish you would. A few coins wouldn't break the bank. And businessmen, open those wallets and let the moths fly out, please. And wherever you are, it doesn't matter in what strata of society you are, I do beg you to give as generously as you possibly can to this marvelous Help for Heroes Fund, because they do a wonderful job, and they're sending some of the lads, I think 8 of the lads, going to the Olympics in Rio. You know, they always follow the Olympic Games themselves. So let's help them there. I mean, I'm very proud of our runners. I'm very proud of all our guys who win races in wheelchairs and goodness knows what. I'm very proud of them, and they inspire me. And I hope they will inspire you too. So please try and give something towards my fund. It's not for me, it's for them. And anyway, I'll talk to you again when I get to Copenhagen. And I'm sorry for the slight blip at the beginning of this broadcast, but I'll see you in Denmark, in wonderful, wonderful Copenhagen. For the time being, wherever you are in the world, if it's morning, afternoon, or evening, sleep well, work well, enjoy yourself, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.